Hey everybody, it's the Bear That Shoots here, and I'm going to be reviewing the CoolerMaster TD500 mesh case. It has RGB, and it supports pretty much every form of RGB here on the box, and let's get into it. I'm going to do a few cinematic shots before we get in the box because just admire it. It even shows you what the front of the case looks like before you even open it. I kind of like CoolerMaster's boxes, but why not get to the case? So already it's a massive case, room for pretty much anything you will ever need. Plus it's pretty mid-tier for, it's not a premium price on it, it's pretty good for beginners and people that want a budget build. If I'm weirdly staring at the camera in this video, just ignore it. I was very nervous at that point. I did not want to break the case, and I was hoping that the camera wouldn't fall. And I also had a ton of trouble with that styrofoam covers on the top and bottom, showing that they probably really want to protect their cases. So I give CoolerMaster that right away. Here's a satisfying shot of, not really satisfying, but getting the plastic off the case to reveal all that tempered glass that has lines through it. I really don't know how CoolerMaster does it, but I believe that it's one of the coolest tempered glass panels I've ever seen. So I show the front and all sides of the case just so everyone can admire it and see what it looks like for yourself. It has a magnetic dust filter on the top, which is pretty helpful when it comes to a dusty house, or hairy, because we got 5 cats. And only 2 thumb screws for the tempered glass side panel, so it's only 2 screws, tilt and lift to get it off. I'm going to set that somewhere very safe so I don't end up with scratched or broken glass. So there's the power supply shroud. It even has a cutout so you can see what kind of power supply you have. What would be called the basement of the case. And I'm going to show you guys all the standoffs, so if my camera doesn't pick it up, my fingers will. There should be 9 coming in that box, or in that case, like every standard ATX, I think. It even has rubber cable raceway things that you can cable manage really well with. I'm glad they added that in. And I'm showing you the 3 fans because RGB. And the side panel on the other side is pretty easy to move or take off because, again, only 2 screws, but this time you lift it or you pull on it from the right side, which it should just come off. And I'm going to store that in the box for now so it does not bend or get scratched. So it has a spot for it has all the cables you need, but I really don't know the name of all of them. I think that is for the RGB. But basically here I'm showing you all the cables and I don't know what they're called. That is obviously HD audio, it'll state right there, but not all of them were labeled, so I had quite a bit of a hard time trying to figure out what they were. And yeah, I'm gonna tuck them back because cables. And the hard drive cage is pretty simple. It's just it's just two little things. You don't need screws for this, I don't think. But it's pretty satisfying to hear the click as you slide in the hard drive once you're building it. So it's really cool. I don't know what else to say about this case. It has a spot for 2 SSDs, 2 hard drives. It basically has all the storage you need, or more than what you need. So let's move on to the next thing. So it should have 2 USB 3.0 ports. Power button is really clicky if I can't tell you guys. I can't really show you guys. And it has a mic and a headphone jack and restart button and hard drive light so you know your hard drive is working. Or it reads that it's there. I don't know what hard drive light is for, but it's just there. And this is me attempting to take off the front panel, which didn't work out so well. And if you see family in the background, it's because everyone was going on with normal life, and we have fails coming up because everyone knows I'm a PC beginner, so fails happen. And this front panel is very hard to take off. I mean, it's difficult. See? My phone fell. So once you get that panel off, luckily I didn't break anything, you'll be introduced to 3 120mm RGB fans. But I'm showing you the clips because those are very aggravating. That's the one thing I have that makes me not like this case too much. Okay, cat sneaking up. And they do not use screws for the fans in the front. It is just rubber or plastic clip things that keep the fan in. For what reason, I don't know. It's probably to save a few pennies. But the 2 other fans actually do have screws and work well, like they're supposed to. They really budgeted out on the filter on the bottom, but at least it's there. It will protect your power supply from dust and everything, but I don't recommend taking it off too often because you might end up ripping it or something trying to get it off. So yeah, don't do it. Just clean it every week or so. So that's the case, and I really liked it. I don't know if you guys liked it, but if you really want this case, I will have it listed in the description below. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I know my editing skills have gotten worse. That's mostly because I haven't edited video in a while. But overall, this case, I think, is one of the best I will ever review. I don't know if you think so, and goodbye.